15 Interesting facts about Mount Everest. 1. Mount Everest is also called Chomolungma or Sagarmatha. Mount Everest is the highest peak in the Himalayan mountains located on the border of Nepal and Tibet, China. Mount Everest was given a Tibetan name as Chomolungma or Chomolungma, which means Mother of the Earth. In Nepalese, it was called Sagarmatha, which means the God of the Sky. In Western countries, it was named after George Everest, a director of the British Surveyor General of India, who was responsible for surveying the Himalayas in the 19th century. 2. Mount Everest is not the tallest. Mount Everest is now 8,848.86 meters high. Although Mount Everest is the highest mountain above sea level, Hawaii's Mauna Kea is the tallest mountain base to peak at 10,210 meters, 33,500 feet, but only 4,205 meters, 13,796 feet, is above sea level. Everest summit is not the farthest point from the Earth's center either. The farthest point from the Earth's center is atop Mount Chimborazo, elevation 6,310 m, in Ecuador, South America. 3. Mount Everest rises 40 centimeters per century. The Himalayas are being formed by the uplift of the Eurasian plate caused by the Indian plate sliding underneath. Everest grows on average 4 mm, 0.2 inch, a year, or about 40 centimeters, 16 inches, per century. 4. Mount Everest is about 60 million years old. In 1924, explorer Noel Odell was the first to discover marine fossils on Mount Everest, which proved that the Mount Everest area was originally covered by an ocean. The limestone and sandstone on the summit were found to be submarine sedimentary rocks formed approximately 450 million years ago. However, geologists consider that Everest has only been a mountain for about 60 million years, that is, since the Indian plate started being subducted by the Eurasian plate forming the Himalayas. Mount Everest must be growing faster now than in the past if that's so, as it would only take about 2 million years for Everest to rise 8,848 meters at recent measurements of 4 millimeters per year. 5. Mount Everest was first climbed in 1953. Mount Everest was first climbed on May 29, 1953, by Sir Edmund Hillary from New Zealand and Tenzing Norgay, a Sherpa from Nepal. 6. Everest has been summited over 9,000 times. There were more than 5,000 different people who have stood on the top of Everest over 9,000 times. Kami Rita Sherpa is the person who has climbed Mount Everest the most times. He reached the summit for the 24th time on May 21, 2019. He has also conquered other peaks higher than 8,000 m in the Himalayas, including Choayu, Manaslu, Annapurna, and Lhotse. 7. Sherpas are the only people who can climb Mount Everest without oxygen. Sherpa is a people group who have settled on both sides of the Himalayas. Living in mountainous areas with thin air, a unique physical characteristic has been inherited by the Sherpa people: increased hemoglobin production. This inherent factor, which allows them to function well in the Himalayas' low oxygen environment. Sherpas have become the best guides on Mount Everest. They not only lead the way for the climbers, but also many Sherpas help with carrying supplies for the climbers, as well as some rescue items, camping equipment, etc. Their packs can weigh more than 5 times as much as ordinary climbers. A Sherpa guide gets paid $5,000 upwards for an expedition. 8. There is a 2 o'clock rule when climbing Mount Everest. Because of its cold and unpredictable weather, climbers must be sure to get to the summit by 2 p.m., or else experience has shown that they should turn back to avoid being caught in the death zone or short of camp in failing light and falling temperatures. Not to mention bad weather. 9. About 300 people have died on Mount Everest. The cumulative death rate is about 2%, 2018, making Everest the 7th deadliest mountain in the world. Dead bodies are a common scene on Mount Everest. When people die climbing Everest, their bodies are left on the mountain and become landmarks for other mountaineers, as it is a great challenge for anyone to carry or drag the dead bodies down due to the physical effort needed in the low oxygen environment. 10. It takes 10 weeks and at least 30 $000 to climb Mount Everest. The actual climbing time from the lowest base camp to the summit is only a few days, but you have to descend as well. Most of the average 2 months for an expedition is spent acclimating and waiting for suitable conditions to break camp and move on. It takes at least $30,000 P.P. to climb Mount Everest. Everyone has to pay a license fee to the Nepal government of $11,000 per person, 2021. To climb the south face of Everest, you'd need to spend money on oxygen, equipment, supplies, and transport. You also have to pay the Sherpas in your team and pay for their oxygen tanks, equipment, and services.